Welcome to Miami. Time is 8:43.
Every December since 2002, tens of thousands of people from all over the world descend on Miami for the largest exhibition of art in the U.S., Art Basel. During this event, the city becomes an unparalleled melting pot of fine artists, musicians, celebrities, and the fastest growing subculture of the event, street art. A few miles away from the galleries and glamour of the South Beach scene, artists of all influence, style, and inspiration compete to make their mark on every inch of 2nd Avenue in Wynwood. This year, international graffiti crew CBS set up shop on the biggest wall in the area with hopes of pulling off one of the most ambitious projects in all of Art Basel.
Art Basel is basically a gathering. We plan all year to come and meet and be creative, and when there's about 20 people here that you came with or from your crew or whatever, you're wandering around looking at everybody's walls and getting kind of hyped on everybody else's art, you know, and it's I guess it's just kind of this experience that we all share and thrive off of, I guess.
The energy here is amazing. It's like so many people painting, so many people from, you know, other countries. Everyone kind of gets together and it's like everyone's friends, you know what I mean? There's all this free paint arrives, everyone gets excited. It's like, and everyone's kind of, you know, putting out their best work. So, you know, it's kind of neither here nor there. We just come paint and just get up as much as possible and, you know, try and do the biggest and the best kind of production.
Outside of painting, what do you do at Art Basel?
We just run around and try to party because we've been painting the whole time. But I mean, networking is kind of the thing. Like if you're here to, you know, talk to galleries and things like that, we're definitely trying to do that and work our way into a more, you know, stable setting here, because painting walls is one thing, but, you know, we're still artists, so we're still looking for that.
We're all from the same crew, but just scattered all over the world. I'm from LA. The Cypher's from New Zealand. Twos is from Orange County. We've been painting together for like, I don't know, maybe the last 6 to 10 years, I guess. We're kind of our own little unit that paints a lot together. And we collaborate well. We plan a lot of this stuff together, have kind of the same ideas and styles, and you know, it all kind of works together. And then we have Raptus from Italy, Milan. Then there's Ras from Vegas. Then there's Bino from Sao Paulo, Brazil, adding some characters to this and helping out with background. Everybody's kind of helping out on everything.
Well, basically we had to come up with something that's going to work well with the composition and how many people we had. Like we have less people this time around, so there's more about composition in the beginning and then about finding something interesting to paint within the composition. So the process is pretty, you know, grueling. It took us a couple weeks to come up with something good. And then we have to draw it out, and then we have to plan out the color schemes, and we don't really know when we're getting the paint or if it's gonna be the right paint. So it's like a lot of that stuff is kind of a mystery until we show up. But you know, the trick is just kind of winging it when you get here, you know what I mean? There's always those little things that aren't gonna be consistent with planning something, so you either fall into it or figure it out later.
It was a lot of planning, trying to find a place to paint, because you know, you can see how many people are painting, and everybody starts, like, it seems like at least a year out. That's kind of what we did. We tried taking a lot of the connects we had from last year and, you know, just staying connected with them and planning everything ahead of time, trying to, you know, get all the things we would need to get the production done. We were thinking with this wall, you know, really big characters would register well from a distance, and we were trying to think of a way to incorporate ourselves into it. We each kind of came up with our own concept for the characters and different, you know, themes or movies or things that have to do with time travel to incorporate into it with us.
We wanted it to seem like the travels weren't scary. They were more of like super casual for us. Like everybody's kind of in a playful, like I'm kind of rocking out, like, you know, just kind of being an idiot. And
My character is based on our time travel, you know, entities, so it's kind of, mine's more based in the 80s, so it's kind of wearing like old school technology, primitive kind of things to us, so, but it's still relevant to people in our generation. It kind of speaks on, you know, things that I've grown up with and are influenced by, you know, so that's where he's going.
It was kind of last minute. I guess graffiti stuff's always sort of last minute, and we came up with the concept of time travel, so it was kind of like, you know, outer space and astronauts. I guess, you know, the whole astronaut's always dying, and there's always the classic skull in the astronaut helmet. So I took, you know, sort of did a take on it where it was like the innocence of a kid, but he's got a dark side. and a light side, I guess.
Is that part of all your painting, that like dichotomy?
Not necessarily, but I like that aspect of it. I guess I try and, when I do characters, kind of have, you know, some sort of dark side to it as well. Yeah.
Acho que a grande diferença de participar desse mural é a qualidade dos artistas, que é indiscutível, o lugar, que é fantástico, é um paraíso dentro dessa Disneylândia do grafite. Acho que a grande combinação de artistas, lugar, a energia, já é o segundo ano que pintamos esse muro, e acho que isso faz com que esse lugar seja muito, mas muito especial, muito diferente. Acho que ele representa muito o que acontece aqui, de repente, em Wynwood, mas de uma forma mais pura, menos comercial, menos enlouquecida. We are just painting and chilling and meet people, and everything can happen different. It's very, very nice, very nice.
Like the whole graffiti, street art culture it's all terrain. Sometimes it's like the more challenging surface, like the better, you know, your design can be sometimes, or you can play off of it and alter it that way. You don't get that experience when someone's in their own studio doing the work. You don't get to see how it was created or have any kind of understanding to it. And this is like, you can interact with the people. That's what's so amazing about it, yeah. And everybody's different. Everybody's got an individual style. Like, I think that's what's so awesome about this art, is that you can be and do what you want. You know, you're not confined to, like, you know, this master taught you to do this and you can only paint like that. You know, it's like learn the technique and the formula and then execute. You know, do what you want. It's very zen though at the same time. You know, it's this really slow process, but you get so involved. You don't even realize you're not breathing at times. You know what I mean? You're like holding your breath on a line or doing something. It's crazy. When you start painting a mural, you get consumed by it. Like, I've been staring at myself for the last week, you know, and you kind of get over it, but at the same time, it's so gratifying when it's done, you know. It's like, I mean, just to drive by something this scale and own it, it's an amazing thing.